Okay, let's see. Hello, hello. Oh, mic. Mic is low. Mic is low. Check, check, check. We are good. Okay, what are we working with today? Today has been quite the tricky price action, I would say. I don't know what the hell this was. I was just about to be on stream and I was looking at price action. Let me show you we're online. It's FOMC, so let's get cooking. Okay. Let me make sure everything's online. We close under the 15-minute here, so yes, I'm pretty sure we're gonna just move lower. I'm pretty sure also we have equal lows, so this looks pretty good as a target for FOMC. But yeah, this price action today morning was not bad, but like I think it got really stagnant and they were just slowly just selling off here. Kind of hard to really play. So let's see. 4-hour close under. We're using this as a bearish 4-hour inversion. Looking for price to go lower. Sell side down here. FOMC is really coming in hot, so we have a lot of area we can really target here. But I'm not really getting too much on the higher time frame. This is such a large breaker here too. What I do see is we have a strong high at 22,135, and then we kind of have a pretty strong low down here. We're like between the range, and we're just gonna be within it until FOMC comes in an hour here. Delete all this. So we're laying this OB. I think this could hold for a little bit, but eventually I think this does play out where we use this last 15-minute support as resistance and start moving lower. Oh, and we do have some, what you call it? Some commands now. So if you type in Discord or what was it? What's it called? The video? I don't know, one of them. Let's do a P&L check. Green, red, break even. I always like to do this poll on the PM because it shows how much you guys already done basically for AM, and then we're tuning in, seeing what it feels like. Can you explain the eval passing strategy for FOMC? We could we discuss about it. I was gonna showcase some of them, not on Apex just because I'm already pretty full on Apex, honestly. But I was gonna try to set up Bunox and what do you call it? Lucid, and I don't know if I have any other evals in mind. Oh, I could do Fun at Futures Network. There's a few I could really do, but start at 1. I don't know if I should buy some. Yeah, so not really working with too much, right? We're gonna really wait for FOMC before we stop barcoding. All right, let me try to see if I can set up Quant. Yeah, Quant Tower, was it? I'm trying to open it. It's not opening. Oh boy. we don't we're not partnered with Bunox. Honestly, I don't really recommend Bunox, to be honest. They have really bad payout system. Their support is okay, but I've been seeing a lot of more problems with users, so like I would just honestly recommend Apex over Bunox. 80% off Apex if you haven't already get filled on them. But yeah, Lucid Trading was a new one that's coming in my mind right now. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna try to pass some evals. They have direct funding. I talked to their CEO a few times already. We're gonna be looking to onboard them most likely next week. But Lucid tests here, it's 50% off. So this is like 180, I think 180 around there. No activation fee. It's like pretty decent. And then the direct funded, very similar to Tradify, half off. So I was considering the direct funded, but then I was like, wait, the evals, the one step is 1 day pass, no consistency rule. I could just maybe trade this FOMC and pass it. 9K profit target, and it's like 180 plus the resets, like I think $100. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know. I think you guys asked me about Lucid for a long time, and I really only like talking about firms that I'm more confident with. And I had to have a few meetings with them. Just basically talking like, okay, how would you handle big payouts? How would you, what if like there's like 500 users coming in and making payouts? What would you do? Like, what are your strategy? Like, and are you sustainable? A lot of areas that you really have to check off, or it's not something that I'm not really supporting, trading, or promoting, anything like that. So there's like this is basically a checklist. This barcode like crazy on ES too. What's up, Tyler? Did you say Bunox wasn't good for? I didn't say like it's not a scam, unless some of the people have been saying it's a scam. I had no trouble with them so far, but they're just $150 for activation fee for the lowest account, and every time you go up, it gets higher and higher. And it's 10-day for a payout, right? 10 days for a payout, 10 trading days. And then while you're waiting for that payout to get approved, none of the trading days count. So it's like I can only get like one payout a month almost, because it takes me like 3-4 days to get approved when I submit it. And they only process on Wednesday. It's like it's kind of like a window even. So I submitted my last payout like 2 weeks ago, and I might get approved today, I think. Wednesday. They approved Wednesday. Or not 2 weeks ago, last week. I mean, sorry. Let's get back to describing the eval pass strategy. I'm gonna talk about that when we get more people on. We just start the stream. I don't want to repeat it over and over. Just give it some time, guys. Anyways, I'm most likely gonna try to be hands off until we get something else. Oh, and then freaking I gotta see what happens here. Freaking funded futures family, insane. Look at this. I'm gonna show a screenshot. This is not 60K profit. I thought it was 60K. I have 3 accounts with them. One at 6,000, which I took a payout. All these I got paid just yesterday. 6,000, 14,000, and then 26,000. So that's like 40,000, I think. They sent me, this is after 2 payouts. 2 payouts. I bought them because I already had accounts for them from like when Jay Dunn was there. So I already had like reserves. I was just still trading them. After 2 payouts of 3K each, they're saying they're moving me live. I'm like, what happens to all these balance, which is like, let's say 30, 40,000? They say it's disqualified. So I was like, damn, they are fucking scamming. They are scamming. And like, I've seen people talk about lives, like they give you a few $1,000s. It was like, I had the 40,000 balance basically. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I'm waiting 3 months for the live account with FFF. I was also waiting, but they said like, okay, for those who are waiting, you can just trade your old accounts again. I was like, okay, let's not do that. It's not bad. All right, let me connect all my accounts and we start cooking again, boys. I might just save my Apex trading after FOMC. Okay, let me see what I want to trade. What are we trading today? Got Funded Next up. Tradeify Live. Disqualified as in they pay it out to you and not let it come to live? No. What do you think disqualified mean? They don't consider it at all. They just vanish. If it was the case that you're talking about where they pay you out and not move it live, I'd be like, oh, they just pay you out instead. That would be the flow of it. But nope. I asked them like, okay, I got moved live after 2 payouts. I have like 40K balance. What happens to this profit? They said it gets removed. It gets forfeited basically. I don't even know these firms. Like, I'm not recommend. I already said I don't recommend FFF, but one thing that I've been talking about is I trade all firms to start with. I had these accounts like 3-4 months ago, or like when they first launched, basically, when Jay Dunn was a thing still, because I trusted him, and I guess I don't know what they're doing now. Funded feature scam. Oh, I was gonna try to get Quant Shower up. I forgot. Okay, let's do this. Would you say Funded Next feature is a good firm? I got paid twice with them so far, and I'm gonna request another payout as long as I don't blow up anything. I'm gonna request another probably 5-6K payout. If I just need 2 more days. I have like 2.5K on each account right now. We've just been passively growing them. All right, let me get my Quant Tower up. When is the Funded Next sale coming back? Yeah, so they talked to me about that. I thought they told me they were gonna do a sale for June. They said no. We're gonna save it. We're gonna release something more. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I could say speculation because they said like to keep it private, but they said something big's coming next month, early next month, and I was like, what is it? And then they're basically just saying like, we can't tell you that. We'll finalize it. I was like, is it instant funding? Is it bigger sales? What is it? I think it was one of them though, but it could be instant funding too. But they basically get my hopes up. They're like, something big's coming. It's gonna be great. You're gonna have a lot of people loving this update, or like I think it's a sale or something, or price change. I don't know, or different model. What happened with N6? They just revamped everything. It was interesting. They keep on revamping. They launch with instant funding and like a regular plan, and they moved it away. They launched a new plan, which is what they had previously. They moved away, and then they just relaunched with a completely new plan again, with instant funding again, and as well as the regular accounts. It's like, what's happening? Anyways, yeah, PW is partnered with them. I'm not partnered with them yet. I need to talk to them about like what they're planning and everything like that, and see if they can onboard them to our payout protection plus cash rebate. If they want to do that again, we will onboard them. Anyways, oh yeah, what the heck I was doing? Are you trading today, FMC? I'm gonna trade funded after, but before I'm gonna try if I can connect these evals, because CPI kind of passed a lot of my evals already, so I'm good there. But I just bought some Lucid. Heck, how do I download this? I thought I had Quanta already, but I guess I don't. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of rushing to put them up. Damn. If I download this, am I gonna be able to not restart my PC? Oh, we're just downturning. I don't really see much action here because the draw is so much lower, but what I do see is this using this as a launch pad for lower. And that's the only thing I really can visualize right now. So I am more bearish right now. How's everyone doing today, guys? Are you guys ready for FOMC? I'm gonna talk about it in probably a few minutes here. Up big, nice. Wow, we're dumping again. Damn. Does FOMC usually wick? Honestly, it's like FOMC is not the best for news. CPI, non-farm payroll is. So, freaking, I don't know what's gonna happen. Damn, I can't trade. Okay, let's see. Short's looking good though. We have a lot of air to go. I feel like we're gonna try to just balance in the midpoint here. Maybe even try to touch these lows. I mean, I do have some Apex evals I could do just because I was gonna cancel them, but I can just do it for visuals. I don't know. Would you guys want to see that? Would you wait for a retest? I feel like you would have tried shorting here already. Most likely off this retrace here, and that'd be that breaker inside that 15-minute flip. That's something like I would have looked if I was trading this. Okay, I'm gonna try to connect up what you call it? Lucid. How do I do Lucid? Wait, is there no Lucid here? Or do I do Rhythmic? Does anyone know? Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it. Finally. We're cooking. Damn, I'm like a noob to anything. We are just dumping. Damn. I'm literally a noob when it comes to nothing other than Trade-A-Bait or NinJader. So if you're paying attention, we inverse this 15-minute. We should just look for a drive back in, which we did 2 candles in, and then move for lower. I think if we're trying to scalp the 1 minute, there wasn't really too much of an entry model itself, I feel like. Other than maybe this breaker would be your only shot. That's kind of like what I'll say. The quant tower is so weird. I should have done this earlier before the stream. Do you have a copy trading video? That's also another thing that I need to do the clipping. I have a video on it though. We're gonna try to do the news thing though with FOMC if I can get this connected in time. Getting charged $100 trading micros for commissions. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta step up and do some minis. You do some minis with kind of like tighter stops. It's not too bad, to be honest. That's like one of the main reason that I don't like using micros is because the commission is really high. What's your bias pre-FOMC? I'm more short bias right now. I think if anyone knows how I trade, we flipped this 15-minute that's previously supported, and we're using it as a resistance. That's pretty clear that this is more bearish bias. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to really see if I can set this up in time. What the fuck? We're still dumping, guys. Oh, we got some delivery now. Catching those shorts would be good. I had shorts on my Robinhood early in the morning today. Oh, there it is. Finally. Okay, I gotta sign this agreement, right? Done. Done. I think we're good to go. 1, 2. Are we just flushing to these lows already? I want to just see if we can save this for FOMC. We have 30 minutes, and we're just selling off. Insane. Did anyone cash shorts on the move down here though? I'm trying to review it hindsight. We flipped this 15-minute. We look for a lower time frame flip. Where could I have gotten it? There's not too much happening. Unless you were short from here, most likely off this retracement. You were short here, stop above the high, and just let it run. It took a while. That would have been the only way. I don't think you could just play the continuation that easily. Oh, Atlanta was in shorts. Sorry, I'm not too focused. Let me see. Atlanta got shorts. Oh, he got a nice short. Damn, that was clean. Was he playing? What was he playing? 15-minute. Oh, he was doing the same thing, the 15-minute version, and then looking for lower. Damn, that was clean. That was exactly what I was framing up to with this. He's just gonna just hold through it with FOMC. W agent. That was clean. That was very good. Just because how it's selling off now, like 10 points already on ES in a few minutes is pretty darn good. All right, I'm getting my quant tower set up. Let's see. I don't like this anymore. How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this? Am I gonna be able to use quant tower, man? This is like, I only use it for fast track trading, and that's it. Just because I was forced to use it. Unlink the window. Okay, let me try that. We're gonna try to discuss the FOMC right after, once I get this set up. Unlink the window. Nope. Maybe one of these. Left above. Oh, is that it? Right click the 3 stripes. Yes. Unlink. Change yellow to unlinked. Yellow has to be. Oh. Okay, there we go. And then how do I delete this? I don't want to just get rid of everything. Should I just make a new template? How does that work? Dude, I don't know if I'm ready to do this in time. This is so buggy for me. New template. Where's a new template? Chat, I'm so cooked on this. Should I just do this for now? I don't know. This is kind of making it confusing for you. We're still selling off. Damn, we could have took a banger short. Why? Wait, why is it selling so aggressively right before FOMC? I'd appreciate it before. Unbind everything? All right, let me try that. Oh, I'm just gonna create a new workspace. I forgot how to do that at least. Let me cook. I think I got it. I did a new workspace instead. All right, we're good. It's literally it's Quant Tower, but there's some firms that doesn't have, let's say, Trade It's like Luce is one of them. There's other few firms that I'm trying to trade like Fun and Features Network. Variety of other firms where they don't have Trade yet. So I'm just trying to really be able to trade them. And I did this with Vastrak Trading before. I'm willing to try to do it again. I just forgot how to use a platform. I think we're going to try to take these lows. Oh, did you guys hear about Thrive shutting down too? I just posted about that. That's so freaking crazy that anyone who would promote that trash firm. All right, I bought some evals. I'm gonna try this. I don't think I have time to connect the other ones. Why is it so weird? So I don't know how it was like cheap. I think it was like flash sales. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick some up. Need to make sure I have the right one though. Dude, wait, I don't think I bought this many. Is it duplicates? I don't think I bought this many. I can't even tell which one's which. One says duplicate. What the heck? 3. Oh, this is it. Okay. If I do this, I should be able to work. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. I was told they're gonna get Trade Evade in the next few weeks. Sorry, I'm not gonna be trying to trade this until FOMC. But I do think, like, I was short buys here. I'm gonna probably let this chop around here, and then we're gonna see. I feel like maybe something like this. That's like kind of my best guess right now. Which NQ is it again? NQ. Is it M5? I don't know what it was. It was M5. Okay. My bad. Thank you, chat. We're gonna try. If you guys have accounts, we're gonna try to pass it together. It's not gonna be the best, but I'm gonna try for it. Just because why not, right? NQ U right here. There it is. Hello? Dude, I'm starting to hate Quatar just because I'm not used to this. It's confusing the shit out of me. Oh, we got it. Never mind. Okay, there we go. Need to save this. Now we're cooking. Tyler does say Quant Tower is better. I just like Ninja. Ninja's superior because it's so convenient, so easy. So let me test this out. This is not working, huh? $3P. Oh, there we go. It's pumping. Oh, I got it, chat. Now we got it. Copy trade setup. Evals in. Got like 67 evals. Sorry. Okay, I can lock in now. So, guys, we're trading basically these FOMC CPI non-farm payroll. How we want to do it is using stop orders. I like just keep it. I think FOMC tends to wick a lot more than CPI. So if you want to be really safe, I mean, you could try to do like a large buffer, but like let's say there's a buffer. For instance, if FOMC is about to come out right here, what you want to do is something like this. And I don't know how many you need. Oh, this is on ES, but you get the point though. We would do it on Q. Maybe I'll just copy paste over. And depending on your platform, you're gonna have to figure out how you want to do it with stop orders. NinjaTrader is very easy. I can show you guys in a second here. All right, so this is a sim account. This is perfect here. Let's say you have 15 minis, or you should definitely make some of these templates. Basically, you do the math run. Let's say I have 37.5. You need 37.5 points, 20 minis, 15 contracts, and then there's a stop loss, but most of them I have is no stop loss. So when you do like this, you can do Control Z, do a stop order, and then again, you click the bracket again, just so it can allow you to do upside. This is the best way to do it from my experience. Let's say, I'm gonna just try to showcase it right now. Once one gets failed, the other one gets canceled. If you can't do this because NinjaTrader, let's say you want to trade evade, what you could do is just do half buy stop, half sell stop, and that would work the same thing. Half would get filled upside, and you would just cancel out the one manually. Does that make sense? We're just pumping back up. Damn, that was a deep sell and just coming straight back up now. That was a really good sell, though. I do think we're going to try to come for these lows for FOMC. Does it work on Top Step X? I would not do it in Project X. Project X is terrible for it. You could rewind it. I'm pretty sure the stream can be rewinded, guys. Now the question is, what's the best way to do it on Quant Tower? Pumping here. How will you celebrate Juneteenth tomorrow? I'm just gonna take a break for that day. I've been appreciating more holidays, trading holidays. 1 minute inversion flip. Would you guys have? I don't know why this would be a good setup because we didn't really take anything here. I feel like if you take this, it did play out, but like there's gonna be many times where you get stopped out. I don't like these type of trades anymore. These type of trades to me just makes it feel like you're just FOMOing. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oh, this is pretty cool. Quant Tower's cooking. But yeah, I've been pretty much an advocate for trading news just because it's so much easier to really pass evals. I would not do it unfunded though, because lots of firms would give you a headache about it. And this is not something that you even want to do with fundeds. But for evals, it's fair game. That's what I like about it. Can you put on the Jerome Powell? Do you guys want to put see him for Jerome? I'm likely gonna play the downside. I'm gonna probably do something like this, to be honest. All right, I'm getting set up for this. So this is for stop orders again. I'll show you guys one more time if you guys want to look at it. Set whatever bracket you already have set. You can do open close order. Control Z to activate it. What you do is do a stop order. You have to click the ATM again for it to work. So let's say you just click another bracket, and then you can do stop above, and then basically you have something that lets you get filled. So I'll showcase. This is sim account, so I don't really care. Let's say non-farm pay or FSA pops up, the other one gets canceled, and then this should have a TP target here, so you could get filled and TP it out at the same exact second. Can you make a video with everything to do with funding ticks? I can do that, yeah. Probably when I get back. Damn, FOMC is ruthless right now. Like I said, guys, I'll be on vacation next week. Okay, it's gonna get closer. I'm gonna move it around like 30 points, I think. I want to try to keep it under this low, ideally. I would bank on the downside more, though. The downside has a lot of liquidity targets here, which would be very good. And if we do think it's higher, manipulating down here and then running back up would be perfect. We're really moving aggressive, though. You can still live stream while trade on vacation. I'm not gonna do that. I don't really take vacations, by the way. This is like my first vacation in like freaking years. Or besides like cruises, which is like a short one, I feel like. But this is like one that I haven't done in a while. So don't try to tempt me, yeah. Did you email firms telling them you won't be trading? I'm gonna bring my laptop and I'm literally gonna just be micro to log a day. I always do that. I'm not trading. It'll take like 5 minutes just to go through all my accounts and then just do like 2 micros for like 5 points and boom. Yeah, like 20 bucks. That's how I usually do it. Can I enter off a market orders, not have a stop loss or as long as you have a TP target, but stop orders does help better because you don't have to time it or anything like that. I would rather wait for it. No, so how I do it, the last 5 seconds, I'll drag it. So like, I don't have anything logged in right now. I can turn it off, but this is what I like to do. Let's say I'll do something like this. Oh, I gotta do this. I'll move it far, and then the last 5 seconds, I'll just move it to like the buffer, which is like we're gonna do like about 30 points, and it'll be like that, and we'll leave it alone. I don't want to get wicked a few seconds before either. But if you guys, if this fails, we're gonna do non-farm payroll on Discord like we did CPI. If you guys, how many were just there for CPI when we did it? We did it with like freaking 400 people, and we had like 100 people thumbs up and like 10 people thumbs down that they pass like these large accounts, like 250, 300K accounts, huge accounts, man. It's kind of crazy that we were able to really get people in a position where they could just pass it like that. So what I need 9K profit target on these accounts. That's a big target. Damn. All right, we'll do it. Let's do this. Or a few more minutes. I'm trying to set up everything. Sorry. I think we talked about enough, right? You don't see an option with an ATM with a stop loss. Try to think outside the box. If there's no stop loss button, what if you did like a freaking 1,000-point stop loss? That would kind of resemble a no stop loss. Think about it. You've seen all the numbers from day trading. What is it? Oh, I think Pickle showed me something like that. I don't really know too much about it. I just been doing these stop orders for like 2-3 years now, and I was like the first one to basically tell a lot of people about it, which I should have gatekeeped. But like I told Rod, like one of the main people that been doing it, I told Ryan about it, and Ryan's been doing it very frequently now with all his Discord members. Okay, we're gonna try to most likely do off this low, maybe even lower for now, unless it moves aggressively, and we're gonna try to keep it like about 30 points. I think I like that right now. 30 to 25 points, I think, is decent for this type of moves. Yeah, I like this right here. And this should be higher, of course. 15 seconds. I'm going to put Powell on after. I don't want to get too distracted yet. See how this goes. I don't know how that went. Let me see. Did I go good? How do I... Ah, shit. Let me see. Let me see. Please, let's see if it does good. I'm trying to track Contour. Where do I look at account balance? How do I check account balance? That happened fast. Oh, no. Yeah, we got cooked on that. Wait, I did a buy stop? Yeah, buy stop should have filled me up then. Did I do it wrong? Did I do the opposite? I should have passed it. Because I was only looking for like 40 points. Let me see. how did I fail this on Quantar? Maybe you guys can check. Let me see. How do I look at the order history? That did not do good though. I think I got filled around like 50s, and I immediately had a 9K profit target off max size, and I'm not sure what happened. Let me see. Oh, is it? No, I don't know. Does anyone know how to check order history on Quant Tower? Price data. Show orders, trades. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, it wicked it then. Okay, I see. So if we go in like the 1 second, I think I didn't hit TP enough. So what happened was, I think I got filled like maybe in around the 50s. I think all I needed was like 0.90s, and I had no stop on. So with large sizing, there's like a big target too. We barely missed it on this move up, and it just probably hit my like 15-point stop. So that's what it looks like here. Let me see. I think that's what happened then. Unless did I get slipped? Oh, maybe I got slipped. I don't know how Quant Tower slippage works. I know Trade Rate Ninja is pretty good, but something must have happened here. Anyway, that's just evals. That's like, oh, $500, which is the reward would have been much better if I actually were able to make something out of it. $500 is a lot. Well, not if it worked, you would have probably got a way to make a lot of money out of it. Because if I were able to pass like freaking 8 accounts, or like 5 accounts, I mean 5 for max flooding, that would help me get payouts in the freaking tens of thousands. This is trash. Just heads. You would have passed half at least. I don't know if you would have passed half. That was like that was like a small move. Would you have passed? I'm not even sure. Usually we're going for the big moves. Anyways, that's why I've been saying I didn't like FOMC for it. Looks like slippage. I think it's slippage too. We like non-farm payroll. We like CPI. All right, I'm gonna connect my funded accounts. Let's get ready to roll here. Gonna close off Quant. And we'll get ready to go. I hedged, but the candle was way too small. That's like with anything. Anything you did here, the candle was too small. Not only that, like I said, it wicked it and came right back down the same second. So like, that was probably a lose-lose type of trade for evals, to be honest. Anyways, we're trying to turn here. Let's get ready to trade some fundits. We gotta reconnect. Tradeify, TPT. Tick. There we go. Get all the boys together. So, you guys want the Jerome Powell? Yes or no? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no, and we just raw dog it basically. And there's a lot of twos. There's a lot of twos. I think we're gonna have to raw dog this. All right, I'm connecting here on my accounts again. I had to close out just in case I touch anything stupid. All right, we're lock and loaded. Let's look for some trades for FOMC. How it usually works is we get the manipulation, and in 230 we get the more continuation on the opposing side. I think I'm looking at charts. I do still like these lows, especially after we wick upside here. I want to see if we can press these lows. That's kind of my objective. So we're gonna be looking to see if we can take some trades here. Let's see. Let's lock in. There's a breaker here, by the way, just right before that news wick. We consolidated here. We could be going for these highs, but I am trying to see if we the proper setup. Yeah, let me also do another thing. I'm gonna size a little bit lower today. I think that's gonna be the right approach. Let's do micros today. Until like probably post 230. Break retap, slamming down. No. What do you guys think? Bullish or bearish here? I need chat bias with me here. We're gonna be very careful. We're gonna just be waiting patiently for these setups to come to us. Bearish, bullish, lots of bearish. I think a lot of you guys are bearish right now, which I feel the same in a way. We didn't get that much of a drive inside this break. That was like I don't know if anyone took this trade, but there's like if you put a limit here, stop above the breaker, I mean, you could have took this trade, but I don't think I like these type of things anyways. like the stream, guys, and we'll do some giveaways. Since FOMC, we might do maybe a straight funded one. Why not? Nothing here yet. Nothing here yet. We have time. Part of me thinks we're gonna at least get a retrace back up first. Do I trade FOMC? I trade like literally everything possible. My gut wants to see this move down like this. But back to the news things, guys. I always recommend non-farm payroll, CPI. Those are the two that I did streaming, and they worked out beautifully. Some people are like, okay, can I do FOMC? I'm like, it's riskier. It could work. It could not work. This one clearly didn't work because it's such a small move. PPI, same thing. PPI is like kind of like half the volatility as CPI. And then there's other people that's like, can I do like a retail news? Can I do this? It's not gonna work the same. The whole point of this is looking for only the major news releases, which is CPI and non-farm payroll. FOMC it's only like a coin flip if it works, because like there's times where FOMC moves like 300 points. There's many times where it just does nothing, and right now it's doing nothing. It's looking like it's going to turn back up here. Well, I have micro set up. We'll do like probably half the size, maybe like 10 to 15 contracts full size, and maybe 8 to 10 regular size. I think 4 is good. 4 should be fine. We're going to copy this across all our accounts if we get anything. I don't think there's anything to play here yet, though. I don't know if I like this breaker either yet. The irony for people who perish waiting till after news peak today has been pretty stellar, except 11 to 1. That's like literally half the session. I mean, the morning was good, but 11 to 1 is like 3 hours. 11, 12, 1, 2 hours. I mean, if you want to play 9:30 to 10 to 10:40, that's like where price action is good. After it took this high out, it just was very sluggish, just back and forth, back and forth. This is where a lot of people will get hurt when it does something like this. We takes a high, people try to play the breakout, take the low, people try to play the breakdown, and they got cooked here on the move back up. It's hard to really save yourself off that. This is I'm only funded now. Only, like I said, for evals, I do evals like kind of funded. It's like 99% of my trading, and then the evals only when I want to get funded for some. Usually I don't pick up evals often. If we get a flip here on a low time frame, I'm going to try to take this short and try to scale into it. And the stop would most likely be, I'm not going to take this yet, but like the idea would be like stop slightly above here, and then you're going to play for the low. Oh, how was the FOMC, by the way? Did anything happen? Let me see. Let me see. Gotta check financial juice. Rates unchanged. That's it. It's just getting rejected in this area, which not a good look on it. Let me see. You trade for data highs or data lows. Only for CPI. FOMC is a kind of like a... I'm trying to play more price action than just highs or lows, because we could take this much later. We're getting inside the breaker this time on this next drive here. We have, yeah, breaker, fair value. Yeah, we've been rejecting this area. And we have somewhat of a low resistance being built up. I just want to see something like this come happen. Nope. $2 minute for news? I thought it was 2:30. It's 2:18 right now. Very sluggish price actions post 2 p.m. right now. Ugh. How's everyone doing this week so far? I feel like this week, if you guys been watching the stream, we've been kind of green every single day of the week. Just because we've been very, very patient. And yesterday we took 3 trades. 2 of them were green, 1 of them were red, and the red one was like the very small one. Oh, like why is price action so sluggish right now? It's FOMC. Let's pick this up. I just do... Again, once again, the breaker played out. This was exactly what I was going for. I just want to see a bigger drive inside of it first, but maybe I should just played it because the stop was going to be there, basically. Something like this. And then you would size into it. Anyone grab those shorts there? I'm just kind of giving up ideas and just waiting to see if I want to execute them. Ideally, though, I think what a low risk, high probability trade would have been if we drove in and then I would have most likely flipped on the 30-second in the first closure off of the bearish candle, which is OB, or a 30-second fair value gap. Anything like that, I'll market it in and put my stop above the breaker and let this ride back down. That's like kind of the first idea so far, post 2 p.m. Only decent idea so far. I mean, this is very clear breaker if you've been watching and learning how I've been trading. Pretty simple there. If we get this closure, I do think we try to go deeper inside. Let me just leave this. We took that previous turtle low here. FOMC has been holding much better than the ES, I believe, too. No, ES has been holding much better. Wrong. Hopefully we get a good setup because I want to just make sure we have a good one, not just a regular any other setup, you know. Are you intrigued? No, I didn't take this. I did give the idea, but I didn't execute it because I was waiting to see if we can get a deeper drive. Can you explain the breaker formation? I have a video explaining it. What was the command again? So if anyone wants, what is it called? Guide, there it is. So if anyone needs this, yeah, okay, Matcha did it. It should pop up the link. I think we play both sides. I don't have any bias until 230 comes. Then I would like to play the downside. No drive failed. Damn, short here would have been already up like 40 points. I don't know if anyone's still holding this too. You're still going for a lower because you want to play for these lows. We're about to pick up speed here. There's barely any volatility right now. This is like one of the weakest FOMC I've seen in like the last like 3-4 FOMCs. Look at the buy side. I mean, we kind of technically did here on this wick. If you're kind of describing like the lower highs, we sniped these highs, taking out a lot of them. I'm considering trying longs on ES. Not on NQ. I think NQ is a little bit more weak. Because I think new 230 is gonna be the one moving us, not what it's doing right now. And we could also get a manipulation before we start turning down. So if I think lower, I want to see this move up higher. Lower for the news, so it can really trap people. And we're pushing again. I was gonna try to play off this breaker here. I think still plays out. We got Lanto in the building. Zoe said, I'm flipping my buys. No shit. I was short, calling shorts here and moved down, and it confirmed for upside. I'm playing for a move back up. It's like, you can call it what you want and be like, oh, the buy's getting flipped all the time. It's like, that's part of my trading. I don't want to stay constrained to one area. And it's been so far the right move. Chat, Brian, bank with y'all. I haven't taken anything yet. I think that's really what makes good traders, when you can flip your bias basically when needed. If you can't do that, then this is like, especially on days where you really need to flip your bias. There's some days where it shouldn't be, you shouldn't be flipping. But there's other days where like it's a must. So off this breaker, stop under. We're going to see if we can spike this before 230. Where's my water? Got a gallon. $2.30 in 2 minutes, guys. See if this keeps on pushing here. I like ES over NQ for longs right now, just because I think NQ's a little bit more weak based off these moves. We did a deeper drive too. Like, let's say these lows. I think ES is holding just like a little bit better, which is great. Which it shows like, if I'm looking for longs, I'll likely long in ES. If I'm looking for shorts, I'm going to try short ES until I see SMT or anything else right now. One more minute. We're going to wait for FOMC here. You know, I need to see his tie. I need to pop it on. What channel is it? Is it any channel or is it one specific one? Fox? Is Fox a good one? YouTube FMC. What's a good channel that's up to date? I need to pop one on. I think this is the only one I see.
Focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Despite elevated uncertainty, the economy is in a solid position. The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer-run objective. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave.
I'll put Jerome Powell right next to me.
We believe that the current stance of monetary policy leaves us well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments. I'll have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Following growth of 2.5% last year, GDP was reported to have edged down in the first quarter.
I played a short on NQ,
reflecting
guys.
swings in net exports that were driven by businesses bringing in imports.
If we inverse this,
tariffs,
we can start plummeting lower.
This unusual swing has complicated GDP measurement. Private domestic
just like
final
back and forth, right?
PDFP, as we call them, which excludes net exports, inventory investment, and government spending, grew at a solid 2.5% rate. Within PDFP, growth of consumer spending moderated, while investment in equipment and intangibles
Breaker's still holding, so I'm waiting for a closure.
Fourth quarter.
And so we're trying to see if
Surveys
it's
of
going to hold up.
households and
Long is on
businesses,
ES if you guys
however,
want
report a
long.
decline in sentiment over recent months and elevated uncertainty about the economic outlook, largely reflecting trade policy
Only
concerns.
bearish if we start
It
basically
remains to be seen
closing
how
down
these
here.
developments might affect future spending and investment. In our summary of economic projections, the median participant projects GDP to rise 1.4% this year.
That's my only
and
way I'm playing shorts right now.
1.6% next year,
We're here.
somewhat slower than projected in March. In the labor market,
Breaker's
conditions
still
have
holding.
remained solid. Payroll job gains averaged 135,000 per month over the past 3 months.
Breaker's still holding,
The
guys.
unemployment rate at 4.2% remains
That one
low
held
and has
really well.
stayed
I
in
thought I was
the
going
narrow
to have
range
to
for the
flip.
past year.
I only had 3
Wage
micros
growth
on
has
this. Like the
continued to
smallest
moderate,
size
while
off of
still
micros
outpacing
off this
inflation.
breaker here.
Overall, a wide set
With
of
a stop
indicators
under the breaker.
suggests that conditions in the labor market are broadly in
And
balance
if we
and
close
consistent
under, I
with
would have
maximum
flipped
employment.
short.
The labor market is not a source of significant inflationary pressures.
We might be going for these highs.
The median projection for the unemployment rate in the SEP is 4.5% at the end of this year and next, a bit higher than projected in March.
3-point stop
Inflation
on
has
this too.
eased
Wow.
significantly from its highs in mid-2022.
Why
but
you say you're
remains
in
somewhat
sell and
elevated
NQ? It wasn't a
relative to
sell
our
NQ. It's
2%
only if we get a
global
closure out to flip down.
Estimates based on the consumer price index.
What the
and
hell
other
were you
data
guys
indicate
smoking?
that total PCE prices rose 2.3% over the 12 months ending in May, and that excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.6%. Near-term measures of inflation.
I'm going to turn off Jerome Powell. I think he's distracting me right now. But guys, I think there might be some new people watching me. We're going to work on if-then statement. This is bullish here. Only if this invalidates, will also invalidate downside, most likely NQ. Then I would propose the short NQ. This is in nowhere at all confirmation for shorts. So when people hear me like, oh, I like shorts if we close here, did we close here? No. So this is still bullish, and we're going to try to go for these highs. But it's only micros. I'm trying to risk off until I see something really clean, and I'll go back to my minis. I think if we take out these highs and we start turning, that would be pretty high probability for downside. Dude, this is off of 3 micros, up $140. Because I heard word for word you're in sells. You gotta rewind it, buddy. Only in sells if we close under. Now it's quiet. I need to turn back the lo-fi. We're gonna try to lock back in. I do believe that we're gonna be looking for sell side after this. Okay. I took 2 off, but I'm just gonna close this because I feel like this is gonna prep for lower. That's like aggressive sells. I'm gonna watch this area here. Shorts on NQ for micros is my objective, not an ES. I think NQ is much more heavy. Give it some time here. I need to see closure. Closure's everything here. If we get closure under this 5-minute New York Open, which will get basically a confirmation through the bearish down close candle, that would be clear cut that we're going to be trying to go for these lows. So we're trying to see if we can do this here. Close my long before the jump. That was a good call because you gotta know FOMC gets very trippy, very volatile, and we can get a spike up and down. If you're in profits, like you want to keep trailing it tightly. Yeah, we got some trolls in there, guys. I didn't expect some trolls in on a week that I've been doing pretty well. Let's keep on cooking. So we didn't close under yet. Again, also I'm looking at the 5 minute. If we close under here, what you get is also another breaker. I'm gonna try to mark this in like what color can I do? Red? Or let's just do the OB here. Close under these down close candles. We'll get a bearish breaker, and I think we can send it down to these lows pretty quickly. Nothing has been confirmed yet. Nothing on the downside, just because we've been holding this. But I think we're gonna get something coming up. We only got the inversion. I'm not gonna play off the inversion where we've been chopping back in tight consolidation. Oh, what the heck was that? My chat just froze and just popped up a lot. I'm not taking any trades yet, guys, or until we get closure. You guys saying dump already? Yeah, I'm not feeling it yet. My bias is lower though, but at the same time, I want clear closure before I jump in. That was a deep. I don't know what Powell said, but that's a 50-point candle. It doesn't sound like a big candle, but when we're like kind of slow moving, you just see that candle. That's, he must have said something I didn't like. Can you explain why you picked the area for the downside breaker to form? It's very simple. We've been teasing the upside. I think our target's lower, so if we can get a closure under these two down close candles where the bodies are, let's say we just get down here, close. This is how I'm going to frame it. And that's how breakers work, really. Because this is the area where it tried to break. It just flipped up. It's more critical when you're looking at news reactions, because you're trying to understand like where it opened and how it formed and whatnot. So if we can flip this, we flip the bullish move, which we'll get like an order block here too. The whole big candle here at 230, if we can get a closure under it, I'm going to go for the market structure shift. So this is not a short yet, again, until we get closed. I don't know how many I got time I got to tell it. There's going to be people taking me out of context, like, oh, he said short. It's like, no, no, no. We want closure first. Oh, the red line is New York Open, if you're referring to that. But try to not be a signal bot too, guys. I think all the trolls, maybe they become trolls because they're not satisfied with their trading and they like to just put others down. But if you're trying to really learn, I'm giving commentary. I'm trying to give you everything that I would do for trading, and you know I have results too, guys. I post every month. I'm gonna post for June when we end June. I posted April, May. What's before May? Or what's before April? January, March, April, May. Last 3 months, same accounts. And the only way we can do that is just being very patient. This is not a trade area right now. Because you see, like, just imagine 230 here. So far, all we did is spike up and then took the low, and then we're coming back in. This is like the most back and forth price action where you're not getting clear delivery yet. But if we can get and move through these highs, then I would most likely target the data highs after, which I'll mark out now. I don't really require to be taken though, because this data high is also what took out a lot of the internal liquidity from the upside here. So I want to see if we can save that and just let that be and start turning down. That's my objective right now. why don't you trade the AM session? I told myself I'm gonna try PM. I'm gonna commit to it. I said that like a year ago, maybe a year and a half, and I've been 80% of my trading has been PM. The others are like Asia and like even New York AM at times, depending on what it is. But I'm trying to lock in only a PM session because if you guys don't know, if you guys trade multiple sessions, each session has their own like edge to it. And I'm trying to really hone in on everything. We're gonna probably go for these highs now. So that's why, again, this is not a short until we get a closure. We did not see a closure. We actually flipped this. I know a lot of you guys are bearish, but we are trying to look for confirmation. I don't think I'm going to long this. This is getting too close, too risky to play the long. Michael's in short and he's holding. Good luck, man. It's gonna be tricky here. I think we can snipe this in the next two candles. Let me know when Powell stops talking. What do you consider flip? Did I say flip somewhere? Are you talking about flip my bias? Again, it's when a 5-minute or 15-minute structure start respecting the downside and violate the bullish PDRAs, which would be here. This would be a very clear example because we would most likely close above this previous high. We would use this as order block. If we disregard that and close under it, we start respecting the bearish PDRAs, violate the bullish one. We flip our bias completely and we aim for the pulls and liquidity. Another thing is, if we do take out data highs and you think we're going to move lower, we could try to see what a good risk parameters is to join that trade. But a lot of time I always talk about this. Many people might get it, some might not get it. A lot of my trading is just waiting patiently. It's like 98% waiting, and then that 2% you're executing. So it's very slow so far. I only took the micros on ES, which played a good move. It would, I don't know if I guess it would have taken me out if I put this tight stop here, but that's after moving like 13 points. I would have most likely trailed it if I were trading it seriously. But I close it off right down this move here, which is a good call because I already got stopped here. Is FOMC confluence for seek and short? Not really. Sometimes it's more, I think it's more trend based than anything. It could be seek and short while the news are releasing, but once we start picking a move, you're gonna see like a quick one directional move. A lot of newbies on here got confused about the NQ short while you're already in a long trade. It's very easy to understand this. You consider the short only with a closure. If you see any wicks here, there's no closure. And if you're not able to understand that, you should watch my video and not signal bot, because you're not well, if you're signal botting to based off of like, oh, if it does this, we'll play the short, and it doesn't do it, that just makes it like a very lousy trading. I'm not sure if that's a troll or that's just someone like actually thinking, but it's very clear this is still moving up. You get paid away. Most successful scalpers are on sidelines. I have 3 months of results, or 4 months now on Apex. Same account, ran it up to 25,000 each now. Just waiting. I'm just confused why we didn't snipe these highs yet. Now we're trying to turn back down, which I'm looking for the 5-minute closure. We closed 5 minute under here. This is where we'll play for the short. Wait. Is Powell still speaking? Where the hell is that boy Powell at?
Today and yesterday, there are many different scenarios, many combinations of scenarios.
Dude, we're not gonna get a move until he
inflation
stops
does or
speaking.
doesn't prove out to be at the levels we think, and where the labor market does or doesn't soften. And I think what you see people doing is looking ahead at a time of very high uncertainty and writing.
He's right next to me. He's talking to me right now. He's talking my ear.
These rate paths with a great deal of conviction.
I thought he usually stops at 3. That's what I remember.
That they're all going to be data dependent, and that you can make a case for any of the rate paths. I think that you see in the SEP, and we do this once a quarter. It's a hard thing to do at this particular.
Here, let's do a giveaway while we're waiting. I don't think we're gonna set up yet.
A rate path that involves cuts. That's them saying, yes, I think we will get to a place, more likely than not, where cuts will be appropriate, and it could be a joint probability of a number of possible outcomes. Again, remember how much uncertainty we face, though.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I wonder if you could describe for us some of those scenarios. How do you get to a place?
Turn down Powell. Someone said turn up Powell. The other one said turn down Powell. Who do I listen to?
Where you have the confidence in the outlook for, say, inflation and/or growth or the unemployment rate. How many months?
Win a prop account from any of our partners. Comment your YouTube username one time.
Rates off the restricted level.
Like the stream, and that's it.
Very
That's
hard to
simple.
say when that will happen. We know that the time will come. It could come quickly. It could not come quickly. As long as the economy is solid, though, as long as we're seeing the kind of labor market that we have and reasonably decent growth and inflation moving down, we feel like the right thing to do is to be where we are, where our policy stance is, and just learn more. And in particular, we feel like we're going to learn a great deal more over the summer on tariffs. We hadn't expected them to show up much by now, and they haven't. And we will see to the extent to which they do over coming months. And I think that's going to inform our thinking, for one thing. In addition, we'll see how the labor market progresses. So at some point it will become clear. I can't tell you exactly when that will be. And, meanwhile, we'll be
Michael's not selling a
watching the
short.
labor market
I mean,
very
I think
carefully
you might
for
be
signs of
somewhere.
weakness and
I don't know if you're
strength,
profit or break
and
even.
tariffs for signs of.
Or still red, I don't know.
What's going to happen there. And of course, there are many developments ahead. Even in the near term, developments are expected on tariffs. So I think we don't yet know with any confidence where they will settle out. We have an estimate, and I think all estimates are now pretty close together, but it's highly uncertain.
When you say estimate of the impact of tariffs on the core PCE, is that what it is? And could you share that?
Yeah, what you start with is what's the effective tariff rate overall, and people are managing to that. But, the pass-through of tariffs to consumer price inflation is a whole process that's very uncertain. As you know, there are many parties in that chain. There's the manufacturer, the exporter, the importer, the retailer.
This has been garbage.
And each
This is
one
like
of
one of
those
the
is going to
worst
be trying not to be the
FOMC
one
moves
to pay for the tariff. But
in a long time.
together,
Like
they
nothing's
will all
moving
together, or maybe one party will pay it all. But that process is very hard to predict, and we haven't been through a situation like this. And I think we have to be humble about our ability to forecast it. So that's why we need to see some actual data to make better decisions. We'd like to get some more data, and again, in the meantime, we can do that because the economy remains in solid condition.
Nick Tamarosa of the Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell,
All right, we're gonna pick the winners. I'm gonna try to see what we can do here.
The
Winner today
divergence you see
is
in the dot plot,
K1
particularly around the 2025 rate
and
projections.
Todd.
I
Let me
realize
see if I can
this
get the
is,
username.
you have one group of officials that are putting down no cuts, another that are putting down more than one. And again, recognizing that could be difficult to
If this is you, make a
summarize,
ticket
but is it a matter of
on a Discord.
people having a different outlook or a different reaction function, a different commitment to defending against another inflation mistake? How did that
Short's looking good.
play
Short's
out
looking
over
much
the
better
last
now.
2 days?
So you're right. This is often the case. We have a pretty healthy diversity of views on the committee. We did have strong support for today's decision and broad agreement that our policy stance does leave us in a good place. But I would point to two factors, and you mentioned them. The first is just that parties have a diversity of forecasts. and they do align with where their dots are. So
All right,
if you
I'm
have
gonna
a
delete
higher
this. Let's
inflation
see.
forecast, you're going to be less likely to be writing down, more cuts. But remember, as we see more data, we're going to learn more about where inflation is headed, and that means when it is time to look at normal, resuming our normalization process, the differences you see should be smaller because we'll have seen actual data. Right now, it's just a forecast in a very foggy time. So that's the.
I'll pause Powell. Let's see. It is distracting. It's 5-minute closure in 3 minutes here. I think we can get a nice closure here. We wicked that low here. I want to see if we can get a nice closure on the 5. Put low 5 back on. Okay. You make a ticket in the Discord, guys. There's a ticket channel or a submit a ticket. Very clear, very easy. Trend line liquidity. We're getting very heavy now. It's about to be playing these shorts if we can close. I just wanted to see one closure. We got the inversion, but I want to see this closure first. And then we'll see whatever setup we can. If we don't get that retracement or anything, that would be like just going to sell pretty hard. You still have good targets here, though. Even if NQ hits his target early, you still have ES. Michael's holding shorts, and he's up profits now. Congrats to Michael. Took a while. You just got break even? No, you didn't even make money. How did you short the bottom? That's a bad call, man. We're about to confirm the short setup. Does that mean we're going to just mark it in? No, we're going to look for a lower time frame entry model to carry up with this. So this would be basically our acting breaker. You can use it as an order block. We just basically look for this to retrace back inside, and then we'll look for essentially a move back up here, and we'll play the move down. Very, what's that? 93s. Liquidity target is right down here, so we know where we're going to target if we have the short. We just need a short entry model now. Damn, we're slamming. We're slamming. I don't know if we'll get this. Like, we got confirmation now, but all we need is an entry model. Oh my goodness, we're gonna take these lows out, and I'm not gonna be here for it. took one inversion for 35 points. I think it would have been up here. I was waiting for a clear call yet. Damn, that sucks. We're about to snipe these lows, and I'm not in it to play for it. You got confirmation. All you needed was like a retracement, but how is Michael still break even? What the heck? How do you? Are you short here or something? And we just sniped those lows. There we go. There we go. I think we can still sell a little bit more, but that's a very good target here. Damn. Didn't get tagged in either. Did anyone play shorts? Press 1, you took shorts. Press 0 if you didn't. I have to say 0 myself just because I was eagerly waiting for that entry. But FOMC doesn't really give it for me. Like, we didn't even get anything at all. Nothing on the left side to really play with. It must have been like up here. Maybe we could try, but it's just way too early. I feel like too. Yeah, this is the only chance I feel like. Damn. But it was the right idea. It's basically us forming that breaker, we invalidating it, and we're just gonna sell off aggressively. We have the right idea for it. We just didn't have the entry, which just there's no entry model for me. Some people in the chat saying the same thing. That's just what it is. And we're just literally watching the sell aggressively. And I want to stay disciplined by waiting for the entry model, but we just didn't get it. I don't even like to play the upside here. FOMC usually trend. Like, you guys are thinking like seek and show, but for me, my experience, they usually just start trending that direction. So my money is on it going lower. No FOMO was always learning. This is a pretty good learning experience because there's other times where we do get an entry and we just let this play out. This is not one of those days. And I'm very careful with my entries. Did you say my money is on it going lower? I said that like freaking 30 minutes ago before the news release just because a lot of the framework was there. So many inversions, but no retests for entries. Exactly. But trust me, there's other days where we do get the entry. It's just not one of these days, as you could tell. $30 seconds good. I don't know if there's... Well, I don't know. Because I was looking for 5-minute closure. After the 5-minute closure, did we have a 30-second entry model? Not really. There's plenty of gaps though. So like when I see enough gaps to work with on the 1 minute, there's really no reason for me to play any other time frames. Right? I only go down lower time frames when I don't find anything in the 1 minute, but there's plenty. 255 was a good entry. Let's see. 255. Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the only one I would agree. keeps on waking up and coming back down. We'll see if we get any leftovers. That's kind of what I'm calling the price action now, because we had the main course. We're trying to go for it. We're like, please let me join in the main course too. They're like, we're on a wait list, and we missed it, and we have scraps now. They're like, you can have this instead. What do you guys think now? Bullish or bearish here? It's really tricky to play either, I feel like now. Bear. I mean, if you're bearish, you're gonna need at least a good retracement now. I'm not saying all the way back here, but like at least a decent one. If you like upside, like not even like just straight highs again, we're gonna need like a good flip in the 5. Nothing in the 15, right? Yeah, nothing. Like this to me could play out like just retrace back up and then slam down lower for the rest of power hour. It's doing better holding on the upside right now, but I would rather play the downside still. What I want to see is, let's say it keeps on coming up. The moment it flips, I'm going to play on the downside. In the hourly? No. Good retrace so far. Let it move, let it move. He's still seeing it. Did he say anything bullish? Price action still feels bearish to me, by the way. We actually might even get inside this breaker. I like this breaker here. It's a unicorn setup. We could play this. Also, if he only be closed, by the way, just once again, no closure, no confirmation. We're not doing anything. Don't feel bad. You missed short. Now it's going to go up too. I mean, one good thing about that is like if you miss a trade, you're not losing any money. You're just, that's it. You're not losing any money. You're not making any money. But the other times when we don't miss a trade, we'll actually be making a good amount of money. So I'm still looking at this 5 minute. We have this 5 minute breaker here, right? Pretty clear breaker, I would say. If we want to tap inside and play for lower, this is exactly what I'd be looking for. Retrace almost 50% of the move. Yep. One minute flip, I might play this short with a stop above that internal high. It's a larger stop, but I think I want to size smaller, and then if it can flush, that'll be great too. That's what I'll be going for. We'll just try to trail this as we go. Let's see. I'm gonna try to see if I want to take it. No, we didn't even get closure yet. Never mind. It's just holding this area. Took the short off the first presented fair value. Yep, nicely done. I would wanted a setup for it. Getting very close to this breaker too. How do we miss this again? I think we're gonna try to go for it at least. That would get us like that above the equilibrium. We retrace and then we can play for lower. Not a bad setup for FOMC. Yeah, this is first now. If I didn't close earlier, or I'd probably taken it with a stop above. This is kind of like we're framing up now. We'll see if I take it. I'll show my screen if we do take this trade, because this is something I'm not too sure of yet. Just to be watching how price action moves with it. I think downside is good though, but I'm not too confident because we did take the lows. Bullish or bearish, chat? We're trying to lock in. We're trying to get a good trade. I think this is bearish. We'll see if we want to trade this. I'm like 56. I'm like 60% sure, which is not good enough. Which probably is not a high probability trade if it's not. I'm not sure. Let's just see how this goes. I'm not in anything. I'm gonna try to see if I do on this trade or not. Let me go back to here. One more push in bearish. That's something I like too. Because I'm more eager on the 5 minute unicorn than down here. Because I can have much more to work with. We can try this. We can try this. The one is still holding. I'm trying to drop down 30. If we get a closure, we'll try it. And if we get a closer back above 50s, that's when I'll just get rid of the trade. Only if it closes again. Sometimes I'm not even sure if it's the trolls or if it's actually people thinking I said short when I said if we close, then we'll look for shorts. That doesn't make any sense to just short because you heard short. Oh, what a deep close. What was that? Fucking sake, bro. I'm not taking that because that was a strong ass. Dude, I'm not getting anything, huh? What the fuck is happening, chat? I don't play that short already, but it just when I was by enter, waiting like a few more seconds, it just dumped like 13 points away from my entry. That was disgusting. That was not even algo time. And it's coming straight back up. That's whatever. We'll just leave that alone. I would probably gap break even anyways. 5-minute gap here. Like, I'm starting to almost get tilted in a way of like not even taking trades, but tilted or frustrated in the price action itself. That's like what I'm feeling right now. Trump tweet. Let me see. Financial juice. Let's see if anything happened. Five-minute unicorn here. This is a very good area for me to look, in my opinion. You don't have to follow if you don't think so. I'm going to be watching very closely in this time. Only if it flips. Flips as in we get validation. If we run through it, then this is like invalidated already. So we're on the 30 here. The best inducement. That was like a very good inducement, not gonna lie. But I would have most likely took the short. Maybe I would have TP'd here and for sure get break even immediately. So maybe it wasn't too bad that we missed that. I'm just gonna try some right now. I think we're getting that unicorn rejection. It's just 3 micros. I'm gonna try to add to 9 here if we get some scale. I'm just watching for us not to get through the 5-minute breaker because this is a nice rejection. Let's see. Bring it right back up too. My chart's is lagging. What the heck was that? Dude, my chart is lagging. One of these are lagging. Yeah, I'm gonna take this out. Did that wick down? I want to see it move lower. I'll take it for like $2. I'm gonna wait here. We have no wick on that one. I can't see. Let's see. Gotta see if we want to tag back in. Bad call. I guess that was a premature call. Short was a move then. Large gap. Inside the 5-minute unicorn, the stop in any trade that we take here should be kind of like right here. So anywhere that you want to take shorts, you want to just make sure you put your stop above this breaker. I think that's good enough. But coming straight back up. It's just like back and forth right now. I would most likely got break even there too. This PA is weird, man. This PA is weird as hell. Check financial shoes. Let's see. Oh, so Trump tweeted Iran should have made a deal at 5 or 313, and it started moving. There's lots of back and forth. It's the 5-minute unicorn is still holding right now on NQ. Got FSP stream also on. Just a constant order field with him saying nothing. Oh shit, he's tilting. He's tilting. If you're trading this, you're gambling. I don't disagree with that, but at the same time, if you have very tight stop, you're already lower size. It's not really gambling. You're trying to see if you can pick the move. In hindsight, the price action is more gambling based just because it's so back and forth. But just basically try to risk what you're trying to. Don't risk too much. Risk what you want to be able to lose. How about the 15-second? Has the 15-second been cooking or no? Honestly, it might be cooking. This is holding a little bit better than I want or I'm thinking right now. I don't think I could play any of this. Breaker again is still holding very, very well. If you guys are playing that. Getting very close to trying to short again. If we get a nice flip. Just hanging around here, right? Buy side liquidity is the right move, guys. I will consider that if we can get through this breaker. We haven't got through yet, so can't really say that, to be honest, for me. I'm just flipping the time frame to see if there's anything worth to play, but what is that? Is that? That's, yeah. We're pushing. Like the hourly looks pretty bearish here with this OB, but do I believe in the upside right now? I don't know if I do. Let's see. Let's just see how this moves here. You guys are more. He just stopped. Are you talking about FSP? You know, I hate to do that on stream. Like when you are trading and then you go silent because you know you're in a bad trade. Yeah, okay. That was a good call, I guess. I mean, no, I don't know. I mean, I was going for big targets for that trade, so technically getting out for break even was a good call. Oh, Powell stopped talking. Okay, never mind. I thought someone was bringing up the other YouTuber. I just want to try one more short, and I want to scale into it if it does flip. Because something about me is like I feel really good when I have skin in the game, but when I don't have anything and I'm like waiting for a retracement, like I get nothing. Yo, he said, have you taken a trade yet? I've been in 45 streams. I haven't seen you take it one. That's crazy. We took 3 yesterday, by the way. Dude, I have no profits basically right now on my accounts. Is that bad? No profits, no losses basically. Like other than that $100 I made earlier on ES, very early on the stream. That's literally the only thing I have. I've been kind of actively trying to trade for the last like 2 hours. Was it 2 hours? No, I guess hour and a half. Let's say. It's such an odd day, man. Move along. Dude, guys, if you think that I don't take trades, just don't watch a stream anymore. I can guarantee you I take trades and I show my wins and losses, but some people have something to complain about. You know you make it when you have a lot of haters, I guess. I was watching PW live this morning. He's saying he's on the leaderboards, but on Tradified, but Brian's not. Guess the difference though. I've gotten 600,000 payouts. He probably got like 200, with most likely 3 times more expenses than me, because he runs through accounts. He probably run through like 300, 400 accounts the last few months already. He's on 2,000 PAs, by the way. I think he's at 1,500 like a few months ago. Oh, do we play for this year? How many are you on? I'm on 450, but like you would think like, oh, he has so many accounts, but like I've been trading for 3 whole years of Apex, and I probably made like I don't know, not a million, but like 300,000 this year, and the other 2 years I don't know the exact number, but at least 500,000-600,000. But yeah, I mean, I did do worse like previous years. This year I've been just holding the same account. Damn. Let me see. It's starting to turn here. Do we play this? The 5-minute break unicorn is actually still holding, but I'm so iffy with his price action because I feel like it's whipping back and forth. He's been only trading 1 account for the last 3 months. That's wrong, guys. See, you ate up his lies. He had 20 PAs. He blew them. 20 PAs again, blew them. Then lastly, he has 2 accounts. 2 accounts with 90,000 profits. One of them disappeared. Why is that? Because he not hedged, but like just traded aggressively. So he's down to 1 account, which is, it's fine. He made 300,000 on it, but we don't know how many accounts he ran through to make that. That's a problem. But that's enough for that talk. I don't know if we'll get this trade going. Like, I feel very difficult with this price action, but we're gonna get this closure, and I want to play shorts. I'm gonna try shorts most likely. I think I'm gonna just add in right now 3, and then we're gonna try size into this. Just very small size. If we can start closing through, I'm gonna try to add more. Let's see. Because I feel like this is a good long way down here. It might be a bad call. I'm in micros. this just looks pretty solid for the setup lower. Oh, what did I just tap? Let's see. Let's see. I think we're gonna keep on pressing. I don't know if we get a retracement. I want to try to add in any retracements. Moving aggressively right now. Might try to go for ads here. We're not getting any retracement, but I mean, I've skinned the game, so I'm willing to hold through this. Are you serious? We don't get any retracement? I'll just take 2 there. I was trying to get in like 9 micros total on this trade, but I don't think we'll get that. I'm just gonna put this last one here. It's not much, but it's like $300 on all my accounts if this hits. And was that trade that we took live? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I mean, I'm happy with it. 3 micros making $300. This is like a 70-point trade if it hits. I don't know if it hits though. Let's trail this one. I don't know how we didn't get any retracement though. That was like odd to me. This is too tight of a trail, right? Let's keep it like 50. Five-minute unicorn setup. If you play this, I just want to pick and choose when I want to trade it, and then you're going for these lows. Very simple setup. Don't be confused about it because it's there. We didn't get any closure above. The breaker's still validated, and I took the opportunity once we start turning here. Where's my entry? Like 70s. Once we got this closure here, I was like, I'm gonna try this, and I didn't want to wait for those retraces this time. I would have probably added had we gotten the retrace. So very simple. I hope you guys were able to take that. If you didn't, you know, it's also past 3 p.m. It's getting very shaky here. I'm most likely just gonna trail this even tighter. How many people took the short with me, guys? This took so long, but I mean, we're gonna make $400 on each of my account. We'll be up like 9,000. What the freaking gosh? Did it miss my TP by like 2 points? No, oh, did I not put the right TP? It did wicket. Oh, I didn't. Jesus, that took, how long did that take, guys? How long? Like 1.5 hours. We started at 1. We didn't really trade before 2 p.m., but like an hour and a half before we finally got a good trade. Oh my goodness. I put bigger size on my top step to scale up with off of micros. Are you kidding me? 1900. That was 70 points. I didn't realize how big that trade was because I put the maximum TP right here. That's worth it. That's worth it. I put 3x sizing on top step just because I'm trying to do base hits on Apex. Do a bigger sizing on top step. Wow, what the heck? That was like. Was it 9 micros? 70 points? 80 points? Where's all the trolls earlier who said, oh, he didn't take any trades? He didn't take any trades. Where'd they go? Did they disappear? Did they disappear, chat? All right, just to recap though. 5-minute setup, right? 5-minute unicorn. I didn't want to take it on the first tap. I want to wait for confirmation. We tried it earlier and we got break even. The second time we tried it off this 1-minute closure. Once we got this 1-minute closure, I just marked it in. I was looking to add if we do this. It's basically this kind of setup here. You know, 1 high, down, 2nd high, down, and then we get a flip we get that flip, and then we're gonna try to play the sell model. Where they at, guys? Where is PW fanboys at? Now I'm up freaking like 13,000, and they went quiet. They went quiet, chat. Let's do a giveaway now, just to finish this up. My TP did not get filled. Honestly, I don't know what happened. Chat, did you guys see me? I put the TP here, but I didn't get filled either. But I looked at it, I'm like, this definitely got filled. So maybe it was like a ninja trader, like no order left. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, yeah, let's do the giveaway. We're not doing username because we already did that. So let's do guess. I'm gonna do guess NQ price this time. I like that, but some of you guys didn't like it. I'm just gonna do it. Why not? We'll do 2 more giveaways. 2 more or a big one? Which do you guys want? 2 giveaways, 2 small one, or 1? Let's say like 150K account. Maybe 2, just so you guys have a better chance. Right? Yeah, 2. You guys like 2. All right, so we're gonna guess NQ at 336 maybe. Don't comment until I say we're ready, though. Then you guys are commenting. And you guys are commenting. All right. And I see the deleted message. I mean, we'll let that pass. Guess the NQ price at 336 open. Oh, it should be 336. Did I change it? Oh, it should be the other way. 336. That's what I meant to do. Dude, we snipe. How do we snipe freaking shorts at 70s and then drag it all the way down for 60 points that quick? Guess NQ open price at 336. Guess 1 time. If you guess multiple times, disqualified. We're gonna either pick 2 people or we're gonna pick 1. I don't know. We're pretty much done here. Done trading. No more guess, guys. I don't think you guys have a chance anymore. We gotta do a cutoff anyways. Two big ones. No more. 74. 74 and a half. Someone said 75. I don't know. We're going to give them 2 ticks. Let's see if there's anyone else. I'm going to save their name, though. Tomas. It might be Tomas. He did 975. But let me see if there's anyone who got closer. We're trying to do within 1 tick, ideally. 73. Nope. I'm just going to do a manual check. Then I'm going to use a bot to confirm. $73.75. That's 3 ticks away. Nope. You guys can check with me. Nope. Tomas might got it. I don't know. 74. No. Is that too hard? 73.75. No. Yeah, we're gonna have to give it to Tomas. I don't think I see another close one until much later. Yeah. We're gonna give one to Tomas and we're gonna do another one. Let's do guess a number. I gotta wrap this up. Wow, it just came straight back up. I just sniped those shorts. Perfect continuation to take the sell side. All right, since you guys want me to do the generator, we're gonna do, if you guess the number within 1 point, but only minus. So if you guess 10 and it's 9, it'll count. Number generator. That should be enough time, right? Come on, come on. Someone win this so I don't have to do this again. 51. So it's going to be 51 or 52. Just so someone would be able to win if I do -1. 51, 52, 51, 52. Gonna look at this. Did anyone get it? Damn, you guys are ass. You guys are ass. I think it's, is it Tommy? Might be Tommy. Was it Dean or Tommy? I just wanted to just make sure whoever got this. Who got it first? Oh yeah, it was Tommy. Tommy said first. Yeah, I almost got trolled. Tommy, someone said I got it first. All right, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. Today was a little fickle. It was more challenging of a day, but we took kind of like 2 trades. I mean, there's like some break-even trades, which it doesn't really matter. But we took 3 micros and we made, I think, $300 out of it. 3 micro, that's like 60 points. No drawdown, just instantly 3 minutes later, just dumped. We have 5,000 viewers today. Wow, total. We're not going to be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's a holiday. We'll be on Friday. We'll stay tuned for that. And make sure you guys use code SMART. We're going to add more offers, more deals. We updated the deals recently. Also, if you guys want to take a look at that, what we showed here. If you are a giveaway winner, you just make a ticket here. Go to submit a ticket and then giveaway claims. But look at the prop deals, guys. This is it. Take Profit, Tick Trader, Alpha, Tradeify, FundNX, Day Traders, Apex, Trade Day, MyFund Futures, Fund Future Network, in the future desk. 11 prop firms. We're going to add probably Lucid next week. That's going to be it for a while. These are every firm that we talk to in thorough. We make sure they're legit. We also back them. So if they deny you a payout for the wrong reasons, we're going to reimburse you. Anyways, I'm going to end this up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. That was a tough day, but we made money. Just joined. Still haven't seen him take a trade. This is my 60-minute stream. Congrats to the winners. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or